Episode 1, When You Go Out to War. Devarim 21:10. Have you ever felt like you're walking straight into a battlefield, but no one around you even notices? Not with weapons, not with armies, but with words, emotions, silence. Maybe it's that tension with someone at home, or the pressure at work that feels like it's crushing you, or even that quiet war inside your heart between who you are and who you wish you were. This life has a way of pulling us into battles we didn't sign up for. Some are small, a sharp word, a misunderstanding. Others cut deeper, like betrayal or rejection. But whether small or severe, they leave scars. And here's the truth. These conflicts are not random. They are not accidents. They are not optional. They are part of the test of this life. Unavoidable. The Torah begins this section of Parashat Ki Teitzei with these words. When you go out to war against your enemies, it doesn't say if, it says when. Conflict is part of this present life. It's not something you can avoid. It is the testing ground of the soul. The real question isn't if you'll fight, it's how you'll fight. And let's be honest, sometimes our reactions betray us. We tell ourselves we'll stay calm, we'll stay rational, but then someone says just the wrong thing, and we snap. Or maybe we don't fight back at all. We shut down. We go silent. Later we replay it in our minds asking, why did I say that? Why didn't I say that? Why do I always end up feeling like the captive of my own emotions? The Torah isn't only speaking of physical wars here. It's describing the daily wars of the soul. The spectrum of conflict runs wide. Sometimes it's just a slight difference, harmless. Other times, it's a severe clash, a tearing apart of values, trust, or hope. And our responses? Just as wide. We might stay passive, we might get annoyed, we might grow hysterical, or explode without warning. But here's the wisdom hidden in the verse. The Torah continues, and Hashem, your Almighty, will deliver them into your hands. This is not about overpowering your enemy. It's not about proving you're right. It's about understanding that conflict itself is the training ground of the soul. Every clash, every argument, every inner struggle, it's not meaningless. It's a workout for your spirit. You don't just fight, you grow. But here's the challenge. Growth doesn't come automatically. When you're in the middle of conflict, the last thing you want to think about is spiritual lessons. You just want the pain to stop. You want the noise to quiet. And so, too often, instead of using the conflict to grow, we let it consume us. We let the war define us. And without realizing it, we walk away carrying captives. Not physical captives, but emotional ones. The resentment that lingers. The bitterness that sits in the heart. The self-doubt that whispers, "You're not strong enough." And so the test is not just about surviving the battle, it's about what we bring home from it. Do we carry scars and bitterness as captives, or do we walk away with wisdom, humility, and strength? So the question becomes, when you face your next battle, big or small, will you let it hold you captive? Or will you walk out stronger, wiser, more whole? Because sometimes the war outside is only a mirror of the war within. And victory does not come from crushing others, but from learning to master yourself. Stay with me, because in the next part, we'll explore what happens after the war, when the soul craves comfort, and why the things we reach for may not always bring the healing we think they will.